Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Ed Blair. I'm the host, Ed Blair, and this is the Ed Blair Podcast. Today, I did take it back to my hometown. I got a living legend on the show tonight. Super producer, super rapper, songwriter. Man, the story just goes deep, man. I got Chub, Millie in the building.
Yeah, what's up, man? What's poppin'?
Not too much, man. So I just want to get, familiar with you. I never had a chance to tap in with you. I want to share my platform with you, let my people get to know you. Where you from, man?
I'm from Kalamazoo, but I have moved around a lot, like my whole life, back and forth from Atlanta. I know that's cliche. A lot of people be like Atlanta, but and then I stayed in Florida for a minute. So I've been all around. I got my share of peoples everywhere. You know how that go. But I'm solely from Kalamazoo. I love my city. I respect it. And it don't get no better. I mean,
I feel it.
We could be on a bigger scale, but I ain't tripping. We good.
We getting there.
Yeah.
North side?
Of course.
All right. So, man, I see, you tight with Trap Black.
That's my cousin.
Touche Benz.
That's my brother.
Fink Autumn.
Oh, yeah, that's my people.
Everybody I done had on the show done bigged you up, spoke highly of you, told me I should tap in with you. So I'm glad, I finally had the chance to. So what was it like growing up in Kalamazoo for you?
I mean, it wasn't no different than, the typical, NIGGA.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what I can say is, like, I wasn't really into a lot of BS really until probably like 14, 15. Like, I mean, if that's a late bloomer, call it that. But I was more so like, I wanted to play sports for real. I wanted to be a silver spoon. I mean, not saying like that because I never was really silver spoon, but I was good,
Yeah.
But then when shit start getting a little sour, you got to do what you do. But I ain't saying it like I ain't glorifying that, but it's kind of like, instead of, I'm not staying after school to try out for the team or stay after for tutoring. I'm trying to, go get into something or go try to figure something out, And then when I start doing the music, it's like, I remember my first beat I saw, I don't know if you know Timmy Cox.
Yeah.
That's the first beat I ever saw. I'm like, people actually buy beats? Oh, yeah, I'm really not. So I did, in school, I did enough just to get by. So then when I start getting it, you got to think what come with the studio. Now females, and then, once you get your feet wet, now you think you grown. And now you trying to go party, and now you trying to do it, and now you out here. So everything else just come with that.
I feel that.
That's how that went.
So what you produced for Timmy?
I mean, I think I did a couple for him.
Okay.
I can't think off my head, but the first one I did was that I Done Been Down.
I remember that,
Yeah, that's what I had did for him.
So since we on the topic, though, like, why don't you just throw some names of some artists you produced for out there? I know it's a lot, but...
Boy, I mean, like I said, the Finks, Black, Bolo, even Touche, he make beats out and did stuff for him, and vice versa. I done did a lot for people who don't really rap or got a name too, though. On the same token, like my boy KC, he locked up right now. Even Paper Jew,
shout out to Jew,
the list goes on. A song though that I do want to give a shout out right now, because I hear it so often, and I didn't think I was gonna hear it that much, was Big Telly, that Come and See Me. I hear that song so often, like, it's so that come and see. I hear that so often, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, man, Vent,
shout out to Balenciaga.
Man, the list, I didn't probably did everybody in Kalamazoo, but I mean, some people, they don't really do it, and then you don't hear from it, and it be some hard shit.
Yeah.
So
I know how it go, man.
So
people just be sitting on hard beats.
Everywhere I go, Millie bangers, Chub, Millie bangers. So
that's what's up, man. Yeah. So I do see a lot of videos, that you appeared in surfacing on social media. I see, you was in Trap Black's video recently. Quite a few things popping for you, man. You got any favorite directors that you tap in with? And then also, like, do you got your own visuals to your own music out?
Yeah, I can't say one of my top favorites, it gotta be Splurge, though.
Splurge, shout out to
he really
Splurge.
tapped in, like, as far, like, man, if you want to go Alaska, Splurge gonna go to Alaska.
Yeah, he be everywhere.
Like, And he really like, besides the music though, he really like a real like dude. So like everything just be everything with him. And then I like Cuts too. He real nice right now. My boy Chima gonna be the coldest.
I heard about him.
Chima gonna be the coldest, man. He got a lot going on. Once he can solely focus on what he got going on instead of trying to, do for everybody else. Once he really get right,
he gonna be straight.
He gonna be the coldest thing. He got the mind. Mr. Man, I cannot forget Mr. Man.
Shout out to him too. Smoke
I will
break.
give Mr. Man as far as like with the editing right now. I don't want to make it a competition, but man, boy, with the editing, I ain't gonna say
the man do movies.
Camera.
So
I don't know who got the best camera or whatever, but. Editing, he's really nice right now.
Yeah, I agree.
He's really nice.
Now visuals though, you got your own like on YouTube or anything like that to some of your music?
What I can say is I got a new wave of music that I'm doing now. Like, I mean, I used to do it back in the day, probably like 20. I was really doing auto-tune before a lot of people. Like me and Touche, we really was doing that. Me, Touche, and Tony Bands.
Okay. That's
who I could really remember. And Pape. As far as doing auto-tune, that's who was first doing it. I wasn't really dropping that, though, because, like, I wasn't comfortable with it. And a lot of people I show, they wasn't really, it's the Midwest sound. They wanted to hear the Detroit wave.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of my visuals is at as far as, like, just rapping. And I don't really like that no more, so I don't promote them visuals. But, like how you said, the joint with Trap Black.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying? Like, I'm like that. That's the wave I want. So a lot of my new stuff you're gonna see is like that. Like me and Touche just shot a video right before Valentine's Day at the Radisson. That's the new wave I want to start promoting. I don't really care about my old stuff, but I mean, you go put Chub in there, you go, you gonna see what you gonna see because I always been who I'm is, but I don't rap like that no more. So why I ain't promoting it like you know what I'm saying? So
now I will say on the streaming platforms, even though you're not dropping music on your own like that. When people credit you on their music, they can still type you in and everything you done for others pop up. You got a lot under your belt, man. That resume starting to speak for itself. But I do want to tap in more with you and Touche. We was talking off mic. How did that relationship come about? And then also, what's in store with y'all?
Me and Touche, that's my blood brother. Same daddy. We kind of, we had a rocky road, growing up. Not me and him per se, but you know how that be. And then when we finally got back in cahoots, he just showed me the ropes as far as like beats and making music and just sitting around him like that whole Marty World way.
Yeah.
I mean, like, man, I'm telling you, a lot of that music was party music. Like how Flint doing it right now, they really just caught that wave to the global eye before they did. But they was doing it before the Flint wave. Like, man, if you listen to a lot of them songs, if you listen hard, you can't really hear it because Touche a good producer, but being there, it was a studio full of, man, I'm telling you. And they just got to keep it going. Like, they was recording over that. They trying to keep, hey, be quiet. They really had that going and just sitting around there watching it, soaking it in, and being right there. Touche turning me into a producer because, like, I made beats, but I was sorry at first. You got baby steps. You know what I'm saying? But watching, learning, soaking in, asking questions, and that being my big brother, he want to see me, you know what I'm saying, be progressive. So, and now look where I'm at. But I don't get big headed about that because I know. It's probably a lot of people who know me, but it's way more people who don't know me. Yeah. So like I ain't getting a big head about that. I'm just trying to keep going. That's why I'm trying to be on everything right now. Like
right.
I just did a tape with Team Get It Up.
Okay.
My boy Vent. Woo. Me and Touche, we got a whole mixtape that's just in the archive right now. That's crazy. That's right gonna
be fire though.
Yeah, it's crazy right now. Just whoever, like, really, I'm willing to work with whoever. Like, don't get twisted. I'm finna start taxing. But right now, I just really want to show love. This is my way of showing love, really kind of before I blow up. Yeah. Because I know it's going to happen, though. Like, I ain't trying to be cocky or nothing, but I know it's going to happen. Like, I got 3 different angles, produce, make beats, and come on now. Like, I could kind of do really 4-5. I could write. I done wrote songs for females. I ain't even own it. Like, so what I'm saying, like, versatile. I'm just really trying to show love to everybody. And plus, a lot of people, like, fuck with me, so it's kind of like, why not? And then I like that. Like, if I'm on your hook and now you calling me to come do the video, yeah, I'm finna come show. I come be in your video if I'm not on it. So why not be on the hook and come? So I'm just every avenue. I'm just trying to be everywhere, like where you can't not see me.
Right.
Why not? Like, if it made the beat, whatever.
You done send me some heat, so I might get you a plaque or two.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nah, but what inspired you to rap though? Like when you was an artist, and then also how'd you come up with your stage name, Chub Millie or Chub Millie Bangers?
That's a good question. I'll get to that. But what inspired me to rap? I think just being around. Like I remember I even got mad one time back in the day when I was young because Touche had my sister do the hook over me. Oh. If you heard that F the Fame, can't nobody else do it like us. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you heard that, but I was supposed to do that hook I thought I was. I got a whole attitude when I'm stormed out came. Like, it was crazy, but like just being around the vibe was like, I want to hear myself, like, I know it's cliche, everybody be like, because I know I'm not lying, but you know what I'm saying? But who cares about lying? This shit kind of entertainment sometimes. Some people might lie.
Right.
I mean, I know I'm not per se, but I really do like hearing myself. I like hearing myself and then somebody else be like, that sound good. Ooh. Like, And as far as my name, it was me and Black and then Touche and Pape. We was all in the studio one day. And Touche and Pape, they on Black, like, drop singles. This one, Pape was dropping all them singles, so he really he doing it and showing you, like, drop singles. You trying to build up a tape. You got to drop singles to build up the hype. Mm-hmm. Then drop a tape. Now they ready for you, drop a tape. So, we in the studio. I had made, I probably made, 20 beats. After I sold Tim that I done been down. But, they wasn't hitting. Like, I'm trying to give them to my cousin Tizzle. I'm trying to just, give them away and see what people could do. But they nah. So then me and Black, we just rocking out. Black just got that vibe, he just got that energy. So I make him that beat. He listening on the computer. Woo, woo. He like, all right, I got a single for y'all. Like, they recording everything. He take the headphones like, I got a single for y'all. This beat right here, Chub. Woo, woo. Knock him down. That's the first song I did. Was like, knock him down. But then, and he talking shit to them. He like, yeah, Touche bands, you gonna make bands, but Chub, he gonna be a millionaire. I'm like, So then he like Chub Millie. But what's so crazy, until then, really until 8th, 9th grade, I really didn't like being called Chub because I was always I was chubby and shit. I ain't like being called Chub. I'd be like, call me my name, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't really like it at first, but then that had a little ring to it. And then that's him. That's another Chub Millie banger, that's Trap. So everything just came together. He just had that energy for him to drop a single, so he dropped Knock Him Down, made my tag. It was crazy.
I think it's hard that you and your blood brother both got something related to money in y'all's producer name. That's kind of hard. Y'all probably didn't even realize that.
I mean, I guess he kind of said it, but we ain't been thinking about it. But shit. I mean, we gonna get some money for sure.
Facts. Now, what would you say your goals are as a producer? And then, once you fulfill them goals, what would you say the next step for you would be?
That's a good question. I really just, don't get it twisted, not to sound like I'm just in it for the wrong shit.
Yeah.
But I want jewelry. I want cars. I want the nice design. I want everything that I feel like I probably do deserve. Shit, I've been through a lot. But who haven't? But I feel like I deserve it too. But solely, I want shit. Longevity. It ain't no reason why I shouldn't be comfortable. I should be worrying about how I'm gonna pay for my son's party, or how I'm gonna, or watching my mom try to, juggle this and that and this and that. No, I want you to be put. My mom got 12 kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm the third oldest, so they under me. Hell no, I can't settle for less. I just need everything that I know I'm capable of. That's one thing about our city. It's so many people who got more potential than they realize, and that's where we kind of lack at. And we need it. I know for sure. But I don't know. Like I said, I just want to make sure. I want to put my peoples on. I want to feed a lot of people. I mean, like, that's the thing about me. I don't never got to touch a dollar. Like, as far as money, the material, I would never, as long as I'm comfortable in life and can do everything I want and touch people's lives, I'm really kind of straight. I don't even really care about, like, it ain't about, like, you'll probably never see me flash a dollar, ever. Like,
right.
That ain't the type of person. I got money, but, like, that's not my character. Like, I don't really like doing it. I get, like, one time we on Cadillac, my boy shooting the video. I ain't gonna say his name, but like he flashing his little money and woo woo. I'm like, now put the money up and give me some sauce. What you gonna do without that money in your hand? You know what I'm saying? That's why people be like, you don't never stop moving, you don't never stop being, you don't never run out of just your head just always thinking, you standing on the table, you doing all that. Cause money don't define me, but I love it. I want it. I want to be comfortable. I want to be able to do whatever I need to do and have to do and want to do.
Right.
But I don't want that to define me, like my character. Because then when you don't got it, what? I see a lot of people who flash money and woo-woo. You can tell when they don't got it no more. Or when they running out a little bit. Or when they got to tighten up and run it back up. Because it defines them. And that's not me. Nobody never know when I'm up or down, going through it or not.
That's the way it should be,
You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly.
That's how you avoid having people plot on you, too.
Facts, though. And I definitely just saw recent cases that I don't want to speak on, but I definitely just saw a recent case of, You know
how K-Zook get down. But who would you say some of the people that influenced you the most coming up are?
I gotta give a big kudos to Touche, though. I gotta give a big, and I'm not saying that because that's my brother. Because I even told him before, like, if I wasn't your brother, I'd have had to meet you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm doing it on this music scene, I would have had, even if I didn't do music until I met you, it might have took a little, or even if I didn't do, I would have had to meet you or get tied in or something or figure out how is you doing this. You know what I'm saying? But then again, like, as far as, like, he had that unity that they had with Marty World and all of that, they really had it going on. Like, if they could have took that's why I say I compare it to Flint so hard because, like, they do a lot of that fun rap and all of that, and they tie it in. Like, when you get to thinking about Rio, now you got to think about Y&J, RFC Mike, and whatever else the case may be. Because there is unity. You see everybody with everybody, and you see everything locked in. But they had that going on. They ain't know what to do with it at the time. Not saying they ain't know what to do with it because they had it going on. But it's just like, I mean, motherfuckers ain't know the business part about it or whatever. It's just so happened that we got it going on and y'all feeling us, so we gonna keep it going. Why not?
Right.
But like, even ain't nobody really know the business side or what to do with that at the time. But yeah, definitely to them because they really had it on smack. I mean, don't get it twisted. I give credit to even Pate. Matter of fact, Pate, come on now.
Yeah.
I couldn't have let that slip by me. But I mean, it's a lot of people. But if I really just had to boil it down, Pate, because he was taking a lot of steps that globally. Like, he was traveling, networking, doing that type of time. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, like, why you want to do it or, like, what you see that's going on, I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Them hooks sound good as they do it. And everywhere I go, I hear they song. You know what I'm saying? Why do you,
I feel like Pape was like our hood version of Travis Scott.
You know what I'm saying? But even, like, especially being in the studio with him, it's really crazy. Like,
and a lot of people don't know he can rap too, though.
How do you think of some of the stuff that you like his mind? That's the thing more so. Like, sometimes people would be like, "Oh, you sound like Rich Homie." Oh, you sound like Future. Oh, yeah, it's not really about how he sound to me. It's more so what he's saying. But the auto tune do make it better because that's more of an industry sound. Regardless of who you sound like, everybody sound like. I just had to tell somebody that, not to get on this topic, but somebody, like, they slid my story up the other day and they're like, "I don't really like your music because." Your new music because it sounds like somebody, and I feel like music should sound different. You shouldn't sound like somebody else.
Right.
And at first I'm like, you entitled to your own opinion. And yes, you are. That's cool. But if you think about a lot of music, everything is re-rock. It's just about how you be creative with it. And I mean, don't get it twisted. I might listen to a Dirk song and be like, that's a nice flow, and take it, put some different words on it, and kind of add a little in it, and you can't even tell that I took it from that.
Right.
But it might sound like somebody, and that's cool. But I'm a little creative. I'm musically inclined, so I know how to you know how many songs I just recently heard that's somebody else's? Come on now. So, I mean, but definitely, like, Pate, Marty World, I'll get him that
That's what's up, man. Home team. Now, who would you say some of your top 5 or top 10 producers are? Since you are a producer, I figured I'd ask you that.
Touche. Sorry, not sorry. Chima, I don't think he get enough credit for what he got going on, but that's because like even like people like everywhere I go, people be another Chub Millie banger, but honestly, Chima's a better producer. Okay, engineer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to, I mean, that's for other people to decipher, you know. I ain't gonna say that myself, but Chima's a bad man, and he can sing. If y'all ain't heard of this, he sing like man, he's crazy. Like, but he's really good. Like, another person that I just figured out like a week ago that they produced, and I didn't know. If you know Superstar Jamar, I ain't know he produced. He's nice. Keith, Yarbo Ace.
Yeah.
I like him. He
nice with it. Yeah.
I like him more so because he's never gonna stop working. Like I love his name, Ace Grind Hard, because he is never gonna stop working.
He rap too.
Yeah, he's never gonna. He is always people in his studio. He's always going. He's always trying to figure out how to do something. He always, you know what I'm saying. My little cousin Marty, he don't really produce, but he make beat. I mean, what is the definition of produce? Is produce when you make the beat?
Not necessarily. It could just be a person that put the song together.
Okay, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, well, I like he make beats. He don't really engineer stuff, but he will though. Like, man, my cousin Marty. If you heard Marty or Marty, you a fool for this one. If you ever heard that on the beginning of the beat, because why I like him though, because I seen him progress. But then on top of that, like, he can make a sound out the air. Like, how do you do that? Like, he could make it sound like, man, he could clap at his mic and turn that into you wouldn't even think it started with a clap. Like, he's crazy. Like, he always thinking about how to make something out of nothing. Like, that's interesting to me. Baby, he hot right now. He making Y&J and them beats right now. Not even just because he's making they beats, but he 14.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I put, but hey, that's really a good thing though, because people used to love saying, oh, you only 15. So that's kind of really a good thing when you that, and he's more ahead than I was at probably 17, 18, at 14. And he just like that's.
I feel like when you start young, you got an advantage kind of because like
definitely.
You go through the bumps and bruises at an early age. You getting your feet wet.
Beats for like 400 right now. I was not selling beats for 4. Man, boy, you wouldn't even believe me if I told you how much I sold. I'd have been down in Timmy Fo, but I ain't gonna say. I say it off camera.
Yeah, we ain't gonna put them out there.
I was still progressing. That was my first beat.
So let's say you could produce for any artist you want in the world. It don't matter what level they on. Who would the artist be and why?
Ooh, that's a good question. Drake.
Okay.
The reason why I say that, even over all the, like, if you want to say street dudes or whatever, reason why I say Drake, because when has he not been relevant?
Right.
First up. Second off, you got Drake on there, you guaranteed, come on now. And then it's just like, he gonna do something that just throw your whole, what you might have thought he was gonna do or whatever, he's gonna throw your whole mental, even if it's something out his archive that's with some throwaway. Drake is gonna shock your whole mind. Like, I don't know, Drake just got a different type of, like, I just recently saw that Nothing Was the Same, that album. It's been in the top 200 albums for the last 11 years, 11 years. That is crazy. Like, people don't do stuff like that. Like, Drake always gonna be relevant. Drake is gonna drop a hit next month. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's always gonna stay relevant. Even if he go in the hiatus for a year, he's gonna come back with something where it's like, even if it's a feature, it's Drake's song now. It's not your song no more. Like,
I feel
Drake's
that.
crazy.
So, like, what's something you would want people to take away from your music, and then what image would you like to put out there for those that follow you on your journey?
Say that again.
I said, what's something you would want people to take away from your music, whether it's the artist side or the producer side, and then what's the image that you want to put out there for those that follow you on your journey?
As far as taking from my music, I really be wanting people to hear what I'm saying. Like, regardless, like, even if it wasn't no visual behind it, like, if you actually listen to me, you can hear it. I'm saying something. I mean, like, how I rap all over the place. Unless it's like a soul purpose of the song or like a topic on the song, I'm gonna rap all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna talk about everything that I got going on, like what's so crazy. But I mean, you could take what you want. Like, I'm still gonna do it, but I would just want people to understand me. Really listen though. Rewind it and listen again, because sometimes I know I'm a little country. Sometimes you might not hear me. You might stomach like Touche just said one of my bars or something to me. Like, I didn't know that's what you said. That's good now. You know what I'm saying? If you actually really hear what I'm saying, you'll be like, he's really actually saying something. And as far as like the image that I'm trying to put off, I mean, I feel like I'm just raw though. Like in real life, like I don't really be trying to do nothing. Like, man, I just pulled up the days before I got on the highway, and I'm talking to this person, talking to that person. See my nephew, get what you want out of the store. Woo, woo. Like, everywhere I go, I'm always going like, especially in Kalamazoo. But even, I'm not even going to say that because I went to Panama and made a name for myself to where I could do the same thing. It's just, I don't know, I just feel like I adapt. But one thing about me, I always play my role. I don't try to be the big man. I don't try to be nothing that I'm not. But like sometimes your role become bigger and you still playing your role. You don't even notice that you still, because it just seemed like it. And then some people get it misconstrued. Like I like the spotlight because I'm in the spotlight. I would rather sit back and play the field. I just know how to play it when the spotlight is on me.
Right.
I know how to be. I don't do too much. It's just like, because I'm, not to say it like that, because I'm that, people getting misconstrued like I'm trying to be that, and I'm not. I'm just sitting back. I'm not doing nothing that nobody else not doing. They just know I'm real. They ain't no flaw. They know, you know what I'm saying? They know I don't get down like that. If it is, call me out on it. We correct it. We can mash that out. You know, if I ever did do something to you or whatever, whenever. But I keep it all the way 1K, so it ain't no in between. Like,
I feel it. That's the best way to be, man. Just stay humble, play your part, and then whatever is meant to be will be.
Facts.
So let's say there's an aspiring producer out there and, you know, they look up to you real heavy and want to be just like you at some point. What would your advice to that young girl or that young guy be?
Man, work. Give it 110%. Because I can't say it was a time and point where I got comfortable with who I was, and that's when I started lacking. Them motherfuckers telling me, like, you bullshitting. Because I'm lacking. Because I felt like I'm Chub Millie, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I ain't going to the studio all the time making beats, or I'm not making as many beats, or I'm... No. You just got to stay humble about it. Even when you... Man, I'm telling you, even if you a DJ Mustard or run that back turbo, still be humble and just keep going. Don't never feel like you got too much. You know, you think Curry stopped shooting that ball? You get what I'm saying? And they saying he the best shooter right now, so you just gotta just keep on going. And then, like, sacrifice too when you first coming up. Like, you might have to give away a couple beats. You might have to, you know, to hot artists and Free Paper. I'm gonna say something he told me, like, one thing. Like especially when you coming, or not when you coming up, but like once you established or establishing yourself and people starting to know you, what I mean when I say give away a beat, don't just be giving away to whoever. You know this dude hot. You know what I'm saying? Work with him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna benefit you in the long run. Because everybody listening to him already. Right. Now everybody that listen to him want to be from you. That's how it went with Trap. We made SOS and it did that. So Pate was like, I'm glad you got it, or you made a name for yourself, because now it's not like I'm benefiting you or you benefiting me. You got what you got going on, and we put it together. They want to see unity. That would come back to unity, because like, but when it's like, oh, I'm just a hot artist and this and this and that, you're not really doing nothing for me. You get what I'm saying? But on the same token, though, when you is making a name for yourself, I'm kind of contradicting myself, because when you're making a name for yourself, you got to do it, though. So it just depends on how that person gonna mess with you or whatever they got going on. Like Baby, I ain't knocking him or saying I don't know how he finally rung his bell, but like YNJ messing with him heavy. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, and it kind of made, not saying it made him, because he was gonna do that regardless. He good. It might would have took a little longer, but you was gonna do that regardless, because you're good. You're who you is. But come on, now y'all tapped in and now you got a name for yourself. Now when y'all come together, it's like, man, baby, you did this.
It make business sense for the both of them.
It make for both of them.
Now, outside of rap, is there anything that you got your heart set out to do? Like anything else you want to tap into outside of producing and rapping?
I don't think it's nothing else that can pay you that good that you can love to do.
I feel
like I see, man, you gotta think it's producers out here and rappers out here, they is really like set for the rest of their life of doing something that they really love to do. And if they don't love to do it, it's kind of probably easy for them to do it. Or they probably fell out of love after all this time. Or there's probably something in the middle that made them not. But come on now, I don't think it's nothing. Or like, I told somebody one time, like, that was telling me to get a job, like, I don't think it's no job that'll pay you $100 an hour. And I can make a beat in 15 minutes and make $100. So, I mean, I used to want to be like a surgeon.
Okay.
Yeah.
But time for school and all that.
Yeah, it really was the science that threw me off because like they really tricked me when I had on the scrubs and everything when I was in high school, going off campus and doing all that. But they did all the hands-on first and then tried to do the books stuff next, and I quit. I ain't gonna lie. I quit because I'm like, I ain't really into science like that. I hate science. You know, I do some algebra or whatever. But all that. But I don't know, as far as like longevity, nah, it ain't nothing that could probably replace doing music.
You just want to keep going as a producer.
And then getting paid for it is that comes second to me though. It's really the passion for it and the wanting to be heard, not the fame. It's the same thing, but it's not. I just want to be heard. I love going somewhere and people like, oh, I heard you did, or I saw yeah. I guess that's fame in a sense, but I don't like the fame word because like clout and all that's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like doing it for clout, that ain't my thing. But definitely that. And then to get paid, come on now. I mean, sometimes getting paid be first, but I notice when I do something to get paid for it, it don't got as much as when I do it because I wanted to.
Let me ask you this. Would you be open to the idea of starting like a production company with a team of producers that you maybe can teach the game to and put some bread in their pocket?
Definitely. But how I want to do it, I definitely would want to start up because I don't think I'm all that yet. I would want to do it with a couple dudes who we are like, we make everybody want to come to us. Like, we were just talking about it, me, Touche, and Baby, not to leak this, but we kind of talking about putting something together where we produce the whole thing and get like 8 songs, but like all the rappers we could think of on there. I mean, like how Baby tapped in with Y&J, that'd be a nice thing for me and Touche. It might bring them into us. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a little bit of Flint on there, and then we're going to have K-Zoo in there. I got peoples in Atlanta and bring them in there. So everything will just start making sense. I mean, if we could put that together, it ain't, we was talking about it, though. I can't say we was talking about it for sure.
I feel it, man.
I would definitely want to do that. And
that'd be good for everybody.
And bring new up-and-coming, like, I don't know, like, sometimes I like the feeling of people looking up to me, but sometimes it be a big shooter feel because you kind of got to say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. But I would definitely love to bring some people in and teach them what I do know. I don't know everything, but like one thing I can't say, I'm musically inclined, so I go off ear. Like I'm still learning the mathematics or whatever you want to call it, the analytics of producing. Like I still be like, what that mean? But if you showing me it, I'll be like, oh, I been knew what that was. Yeah, turn that up right there. Turn this knob. But I might not know what it's called. You know what I'm saying? Because I just know off of.
Well, man, you made a point where you said you don't feel like you all that yet, man. I'll just say, man, keep believing in yourself, and then you gotta make the people believe in you too.
Facts.
You don't want people thinking like, well, he don't believe in himself, so I can't tap in with him.
They know I don't play when it comes to that because I'm everywhere. You can't not. And then the thing is, don't get like the producer misconstrued with like real life. Like you might hear me on the song, but you're not just gonna hear me on 10 songs and never see me. You're gonna hear me on the song and then see me in the party to the song.
Yeah.
Like, damn, he's everywhere. And then see me at the liquor store just parked with my people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, like you accessible, like
I'm in real life too with it. Even if I ain't do music, I still be the same person. I feel like because I'm still the same person with or without. But music just make it better because, like I said, I love that. I love it.
I feel that. So I do want to ask because I feel like this has been going on for quite some time. with everything going on in the city, like, what's your stance as far as how you feel about, you know, the younger ones that's in the city wilding, and, you know, we don't got the older cats leading by example and they hating on the younger generations. Like, how you feel about that?
I'm gonna go with your second part first. As far as like with the old dudes, like, I ain't gonna say your time is up, but I know when I'm like 30, 40, whatever the case may be, or I feel like my time is up, because it's not really an age limit. Yeah. You might be 40 and get on, you know? But why not, like, why not take some of your money and put it into, you know, him? You see him trying to put a little umph into it, like, baby younger than me. Why not? In like 8 years, I might be like, I'm not feeling this. I might start breeding dogs and be like, huh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me get you a studio like this or something. You get what I'm saying? You might. I mean, not saying you might not have that. You might do, but you might don't. Let me do that for you. And I still might want to come in there and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? But let me do that for you. As far as the younger dudes wilding, it's crazy you asked that, because I just had a dream about it. It's crazy. Like, it was like we was at a function like how we usually do. It is a dream, though, but it's crazy because it played in real life. We had a function like we usually do, and it's a lot of faces in there. So it feel real neutral because it's a lot of people in here that don't really mix.
Right.
But it's always the younger niggas who gotta make the problem.
Right.
And that showed me that that's all that dream was for me. Besides everything else that happened, it was kind of like, it's always the younger dude. I just want them to know, like, once you get older, my homeboy Mozzie, he just was telling me, like, Rick from Scotland, he was just telling me, not him, but his uncle was just telling me, like, now that I'm older, like, I mean, a lot of my ops, they still my ops, but I mean, if you wasn't really no hoe, we kind of got a mutual respect. Now, don't get it twisted. Don't cross that line, because you still on thin ice, because we still did. Back in the day, we probably squabbled 30 times. But we grown, man. I probably got my kids in the car. We ain't on that. And that's where it's the difference between the OG and the younger dude. The younger dude just... You see him at the mall, you ready to go. He ready to go. And don't get it twisted, though, because I've been there before, so I know how that feel. But on the same token, I'm telling you, like, and I probably, like, my birthday just passed, somebody was telling me, like, you seem like you've been out here for a long time to only be 22. But it just seemed like a lot is starting to make more sense. Not make sense. I'm just starting to put it in perspective way more than I used to. You know, sometimes I go in one ear and out the other. Go to school. Yep. I'm going to go get a C+ because I'm trying to come home and do this and this and that.
Right.
Now I would have got A-, you know what I'm saying? I would have took it a little more. So one thing I can say to the younger dudes, though, is just, like, use your brain before you got to put into perspective, before you got a felony, before you on probation, before you got to, and not even saying it's always all bad or like that deep, before you got a baby, before you got, you know what I'm saying? Before it happened, use this. You know?
I feel that. So let me ask this then. What do you feel the older ones could do to show the younger generations that it's more to life than just killing and doing the crazy shit that'll get them locked up? And then also, how can we be more active and inspire them to be better?
I mean, to be honest, if it was something they could have showed them, it would have been stopped.
Yeah.
I just feel like people gotta bump their head or like go through it to understand. A lot of shit people told me, I look at it like it was cliche until I bumped my head like, damn,
that's right.
I should have. That's the main, I should have. But if I had to go with something, I guess, stop trying to keep up with them. Show them that you're older than them.
Right.
Because there's some people out here who, sad to say, that's who, but like, sad to say, you 40 riding around with a bitch my age. You get what I'm saying? Out here in the city in the ecstasy line with me. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. It's really not. Like, you know, you might just be popping out tonight. That's cool, but you out here every day, every night. And then you will get into it with a younger nigga. Or now you got two young bitches arguing over it. Stop trying to be in our lane. Show us you're growner than us.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And I'm not even saying you got to bless them or give them anything or woo. Just lead by example. You ain't got to talk too much. Some people don't listen. That shit go on early. But when they see, just lead by example, and they gonna follow suit. I know I listen more than I talk, but everybody not like that. But so sometimes listening and watching more than I talk. You talking to me sometimes, because then you might contradict yourself, and then I'll be like, wouldn't you just, you can't be that too serious. But if you showing it, fuck what you said or what you can say, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I feel him. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what they could do. Just stop trying to keep up. Just be grown. Act grown. I'm not finna act like no 17-year-old. I'm 22. You get what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
Fact.
So this question ties in with that a little bit. Is there anything you'd like to give back to your city and to your friends and family in particular, like once you got made it to where you wanted to make it in the industry?
I wanna do it be little stuff like give the team schools better jerseys.
Yeah.
You know, I used to love the Douglas. The Boys and Girls Club, however you want to call it. I used to let them make their gym better.
In the summertime.
Make their gym better. Make it look better on the outside just cause. Every like little stuff like, man, I hate the potholes on the north side, especially coming down like Woodward or like when you're on Lizzie.
They don't take care of that
or whatever. Little stuff like that. Make a youth center like better than the Y, like, but like in the hood, like not saying like, I guess that's the Boys and Girls Club, so doing it like that.
Yeah.
But like
on a bigger scale though.
Just little stuff like that, or like you see how West Main look?
Yeah.
I would want it to look like that in the hood. Like
on the north side.
You know what I'm saying? Or whoever hood, but like why we gotta go to the west side or to Portis to see good, like
something decent.
Bring that to where it's at. Like, that's kind of a little motivation too for people. Like, it be little stuff like that people don't realize that will change people.
And a lot of people don't know that the north side used to be the west side, like back in the day.
Right there by Summit. The area code is really considered the west side.
Well, no, not just that, but like it used to be like a really expensive neighborhood to live in.
Facts.
Wasn't really no African Americans over there. Like,
if you go back and look at LaCroix Park, it's crazy. You go look at that from in the history books. Just go look it up. It's crazy.
Totally different.
Yeah.
So let me ask this though: what's your thoughts on our music scene back home, and then why do you feel so many people hate on each other in our city?
I love the music scene though, because we really creative. We really got a lot of talent, like, and that's cliche too, but really though, like,
I feel that.
Like I said, I done been in the studio with like Pape, and I'd be like, "How do you think of that?" And I know I can write for other people and think of, but like, how do you think of that? Or like even like Kurt, if you ever hear him sing on them tracks, he sounds like that before the editing. I think he sound better before they edit his voice. You get what I'm saying? So we really got a lot of talent. I feel like it's not really hate towards the music though, because I didn't heard people from a different way be like, "That's a nice song, but I don't fuck with them."
Yeah, so
that's what it's more so about. Because like, okay, for example, when I was in Detroit, when I was down there with RJ Lamont, it was
shout out to RJ.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names, but it was dudes like who everybody know. They was shooting a video and they was around each other in the same room, in the same vicinity. Straps, all that. But they kept it kosher. Why? Business purpose.
Right.
Why can't we do that? And I don't know how deep it is with them, so I can't say that. Like, I probably can't compare it. We might have a situation where I bring 3-4 of my peoples, and you from your way, you bring 3-4 of your peoples, but they didn't shot at each other, and now it get ugly. We can't do that for whatever reason. We can't do that.
We'll never put the business first.
Yeah, but I'm not asking you to though.
Yeah.
Now, if I know I did a song with somebody from a different way, we gonna shoot a video solely between me and him. You can go do your scenes where you do them. I might even come to you, but I ain't gonna bring them to each other. We might just get some females or whatever. But what I can't, it would be nice to do it. That's what people want to see. They want to see, like, damn, they all, you know what I'm saying? Or 3 different ways, east, north, and south in here. You get what I'm saying? That's nice. That's what people want to see. They want to see unity. And then it make Like, he might got some fans on the East that's not, they tapped in to us, or he's still my fan. I stole his friends from the South. And whoop, and it's just, unity is what really make everything come together. Now, they paying attention in Detroit, or Flint, or Milwaukee, Cali. Now people paying attention because he might be tapped in out there and we didn't even know about it because it's something that don't got to do with music or whatever the case may be. It's just really all about unity because you never know who tied in with who.
Exactly.
And who doing what. He might go back to Atlanta now because he stayed down there and be showing his song but it was just a feature. He might have just did the hook. But without him doing that hook, them people in Atlanta don't know you.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just, we gotta really lock in. But I'm not asking you to be his friend and he said fuck your dead cousin. So I don't know how to decipher that sometimes.
Yeah, it's difficult. I done lost a couple features, but it is what it is, man. But I do appreciate the fact that you came on today, man. Where can the people find you on social media? And then also, is there anything that you want to promote at the moment?
Definitely on Instagram, Millie Bangers with a Z.
Okay.
And Snapchat, Chub Millionaire, Trail E15. As they won't let me change my name. It's crazy, but as far as like promote, I kind of promote myself. I'm always trying to do something with my music. I be trying to like put it on my Snap, blow it up, put little effects on there, put the link on there, get you to tap in. So it's really gonna speak for itself. If you follow me or you know me, everything gonna speak for itself. But do know, like, I got a lot in store, like a lot more in store than what's out there. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just all just waiting to just explode. Like, I got a lot just sitting, just marinating. Like, it's or being mixed down and ready to this, or videos getting chopped up. I'm not the type of person that's going to rush. Like, what I say, me and Touche shot a video February 13th. What's today? You get what I'm saying? So I'm not in a rush for it, but just know it's coming. It's coming.
That's what's up, man. Quality over quantity. Mm-hmm. Well, you're more than welcome to come back anytime whenever you need to promote. And if it's anybody you think I should tap in with, definitely let me know. But other than that, man, this is the Blair podcast and we out.
Facts.